We'll get started in a couple minutes, folks. Where's the cloud coming? Ladies and gentlemen, can you find a seat? We'll get started momentarily, please. You go with music, Drans, for another minute.
Julie, yeah. Wherever you gotta go. The kids are gonna go and receive their awards there. Speakers will be from here. The only awards that'll be issued from here. The superlatives will be here. You know what? You want to be mobile. So the team awards. Absolutely. I would, because then you'll. I would. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you gotta do. Yeah. Yeah, you have a folder, right? Booster Club?
All right, we're going to get started, folks. Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Sports Awards Ceremony. Tonight is Rhineck's 69th Annual Rhineck Sports Awards Ceremony. So we've been doing it a long time. I think this is the third one outdoors. If we keep going outdoors, we have to move it to December. I'm sweating like crazy up here. I'd like to welcome several people. The Board of Education, President Rubin, Vice President Gali, Trustees Fasolino and Manzel. I also like to a special thank you to Trustee Fasolino as he's leaving the board, and he's been an extremely supportive trustee for not only every student athlete, but every athletic program we have. So Pietro, we're going to miss you and thank you for your service. I'd like to welcome the administration team, all of the coaches, all of our athletes, and families and parents in attendance today. I'd like to thank our incredible groundsmen, our custodial crew, our athletic trainer who's up in the tower. Joe, give a wave, please. Who always has a plan, who takes care of our athletes, and he's an invaluable member of our department. And as I said, our coaches. At this time, please everyone rise. The American flag is above the press box as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Does anybody have the phone number for whoever's blowing their leaves in the preserve right now? If you do, send them a text. Tonight provides us the opportunity to celebrate not only individual achievements, but more importantly, our team achievements. And this year has been an extremely busy season. We've had a lot of successes across the board. And a real nice part of tonight is it's the closest we've become to normal prior to the pandemic and during the pandemic. So it's wonderful to see our athletes competing, and it's wonderful to honor them tonight. Our first award of the evening will be presented by our Superintendent of Schools. Please welcome Dr. Eric Lutinsky.
Thank you, Mr. Seglia, and good evening. We got this. So congratulations to our athletes on an outstanding trio of seasons in our 2021-22 school year. And I also want to congratulate and thank Mr. Seglia and our coaches, Mrs. Iannello, and everyone else who participated in putting our games on. It includes monitors, safety personnel, people on the sideline. It's a big deal. And I also want to thank our fans. One of the things that we appreciate getting back to sports with fans this season is that feeling of having the support of the home team and the home crowd. And thank you everyone for making that happen. So I have the honor of giving the first award today. This is the Scholar Athlete Award. It's awarded to a male and female athlete who maintain the highest grade point average over multiple varsity sports seasons. This year's recipients are Ben Taffet and Mael Aubrey.
Thank you, Dr. Lutinsky. The next award of the evening will be presented by our high school principal, Dr. Tina Wilson.
Good evening, everyone. The Sportsmanship Award is awarded to a male and female athlete who have exhibited exemplary sportsmanship on and off the field and who have served as an example to others. This year's recipients are Nate Dinome and Katie Littman.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. We had several milestones. Individuals hit personal milestones in their careers that we're going to recognize at this time. First, we had junior Katie Blanche for softball. She earned her 500th strikeout and 100 career RBIs. Katie, please come up. Senior softball player Carissa Peccia. She had 100 career hits and she hit her 100 career RBI. Congratulations, Carissa. Luke West, junior lacrosse. He hit his milestone of 100 career assists. And Sam Dalsimer from the baseball team, a senior, recorded his 100th strikeout. The following senior athletes have made commitments to continue their athletic careers at the collegiate level. Please stand to be recognized. Congratulations to Carissa Peccia, softball, Springfield College. Jack Edwards, baseball, Tufts University. Sam Dalsmer, baseball, Skidmore College. Evelyn Picone, softball, Western New England University. Mike Lamana likes that one. Luis Tito, soccer, SUNY Potsdam. And Ben Taffet will be running at Wesleyan University. Congratulations, athletes. Next, I'd like to invite Coach Amy Bushnell to the podium to present our 3-sport athlete awards.
Good evening, everyone. Would the following individuals please come up to receive your award? Mael Aubrey, Sophia Caparelli, Hene Dalmaison, Nathan Denoman, Abby Holtman, Dimitri Hilton, William Johansson, Benjamin King, Carissa Peccia, Diana Reyes, Linus Ringstead, Caitlin Rodriguez, Kira Ronan, Benjamin Taffet, Amadea Tutongas, Ryan Bayo, Santiago Barajas, Megan Fox, Matthias Laval, Joseph Lavelle, Armadine Bertree, David McGill, Kaylee Nason, Liam Saltis, Riley Donat, Blonid Granolian, Ariana Hammer, Lucy Palmier, Nathan Spielberg, Micah Taffet, Killian Aubrey, Ensar Burra, Phoebe Carmel, Romeo Dalmaison, Ayla Felenstein, Sorahisa Irie, Shelby Prizer, Anara Shube Barriola. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach Bushnell, and I'd like to thank the coaches helping distribute the awards at Miss Idell up there. We have Coach Lincoln, Coach Toolin, Coach Desio, Coach Accavelli, and Coach Carlucci. Coach Bushnell, you stole my pen. All right, now we're going to go into our winter season champions. Our first champion coming out of the winter season, would Ayla Felenstein please come up? Coach Whirl couldn't attend today. She's running another sports award ceremony, but Ayla Felenstein was the lone representative from Rhinebeck on the merged women's ice hockey team in only their second year of existence. Ayla is a member of our merged ice hockey program called the East. Ayla, where you going, Ayla? Called the East Green Wave. Ayla and her teammates captured Section 1 Girls Ice Hockey Championship by beating the Rockland merged team by the score of 9-2 at Brewster Ice Arena. Way to go! Ayla and her teammates advanced to the New York State Regional State Championship quarterfinals held in Canton, New York, where they lost a hard-fought battle to eventual state champion Skinny Atlas. Congratulations to Ayla, and we look forward to the next 3 seasons with women's ice hockey. I'd like to bring up Coach Suhu to the podium and the Winter Boys track team. Please come up. Winter Boys track team, come on. Don't be afraid. Coach Suhu will be speaking about their league championship.
Okay, so hi everybody. So I'm going to be here to talk about our boys team in the winter. With our team being as large as it was this year, we've had some really great performances across all events, with some of our boys earning all league, all section, and all county titles. All of our boys have been putting in the work every day to meet our own personal goals, which resulted in our team breaking school records across sprinting, distance, and jumping events. Many of our boys have reached great accomplishments and qualified for meets that had them competing with top performers in Section 1. One of the big highlights was beating out schools like Dobbs Ferry and Hastings to claim our league championship title in the winter. It was definitely a close race, no pun intended, but we pulled together as a team to get this very well-deserved win. It was truly a team effort, and every single boy that competed played a role in this incredible achievement. I'm so proud of each and every one on this team and the great strides that we have made. In addition, our 4x800 team was unstoppable all of winter. So that includes Ben Taffet, Joe Lavelle, Micah Taffet, and Linus Ringstad, which them winning our league, our county, and our sectional meet, and they also have broken their own school records several times over the season and taking a very close third place at the state qualifier meet. Let's give a round of applause to our boys team.
Thank you, Susan. Next, I'd like to invite Coach Sean Lincoln, Coach Kathy Toulon, and the girls basketball team up.
First of all, on behalf of our entire team, I want to take a moment to thank Mr. Dranoff, Mr. Seglia, Miss Ianello for all of their efforts and hard work during the course of the season. I'd also want to thank Coach Toulon, Coach Cardona, who's not here tonight, and Coach Slattery, and our team manager, Danielle Lindo, for all of her efforts during the season as well. Coming off of the 1-10 COVID season the year before, I think expectations were pretty low for the team this year. But that was an outside perspective. This group worked very hard and has been for the last several seasons. I knew the character and potential of this team, and I believed that we were in line to turn things around. We got off to a tough start with a 1-point loss in our season opener to Valhalla. And you can see where a less experienced team might have had some doubt creep in. But it didn't happen for this group. We won 15 of our next 19 games, and that 14-win improvement from the previous season was the largest in Section 1 this past season. We won our first league title in 9 years, and earned the number 3 seed in the Section 1 tournament. And we were able to host our first playoff game in nearly 2 decades, and won our first playoff game in 2 decades. Unfortunately, the ride came to an end in a very hard-fought quarterfinal matchup against Westlake. But despite the tough end of the season, I'm incredibly proud of the way this team bounced back from an adversity at every turn. They ultimately came together and created one of the most historic seasons in Rhinebeck's girl basketball program history. Can I please have a warm round of applause for the Rhinebeck girls basketball team? Guys, congratulations to the team.
I failed to mention earlier, the Booster Club has purchased a media screen that at the end of the ceremony, please, I'd like athletes, teams, individuals, parents, take advantage of the media screen over there, take your photograph in front of it at the conclusion of our ceremony. Up next, I'd like to invite Coach Darian Bika to present the evening's next award.
afternoon today. I'm here to present the Service to Program Award. This is awarded to 2 athletes whose commitment, dedication, and outstanding work ethic was an integral in the promotion and success of their sport. This year's recipients are Diana Reyes and Dimitri Hilton.
I think it's important to note Diana Reyes had ACL surgery. I don't think she missed a single practice through her entire surgery, rehab, and every practice, every game she was there. Diana, well done. Congratulations to you. Moving into our spring season champions, which was a busy one. First, I'd like to invite up Coach Calvini, who's speaking for Coach Stefano tonight, and the softball team, varsity softball team.
Good evening. Unfortunately, Mrs. Sped is unable to attend the ceremony tonight and has asked that I read some of her words. Mrs. Sped writes that it is her honor and privilege to recognize the girls' varsity softball team and congratulate them on their 7th league title in a row. This year, they finished with a record of 22-1. They were ranked as high as 2nd in New York State. They won the Pelham Tournament, the Section 1 Class B title, and made it to the regional semifinals. The team was also the recipient of the Scholar Athlete Award. Before Mrs. Sped brings up the girls, she wants to thank Coach Alyssa Massey, who ran the modified program, and she wants to recognize and congratulate the JV softball team on their season as well. She also wants to thank her son Angelo for being her assistant. And she would also, of course, like to thank her amazing husband Frank for all of his help and support throughout the season. She would like to thank the administration team, the Board of Education, Joe Seglia, Julie Iannello, and Joe Dranoff for everything they did for this program. She also wants to extend a special thanks to the Booster Club for all of the wonderful things they have done for Rhinebeck. She would also like to extend a thanks to the Village Fire Department for helping us celebrate our section championship. It was truly an incredible celebration. Speaking of which, she also wants to congratulate the boys baseball team for winning the section title as well. What a great accomplishment for both programs and this community. Next, she wants to thank all of the parents for their unwavering support throughout the season. And last, but certainly not least, the girls. We are all so thankful for the incredible season we had this year. The girls worked extremely hard, 6 days a week, never complaining, and always willing to strive to get better each day. They also volunteered throughout the season, and this was highlighted by our team attending the Little League All-Star Game on Memorial Day weekend. To our 4 seniors, good luck next year. We cannot wait to see what the future holds. And to our returning players, we look forward to another great season. It is Mrs. Sped's honor to introduce to you the 22 league and section champions.
With the varsity baseball team and Coach Carlucci, please come up.
Okay, going to start with a few thank yous. You definitely know you cannot win this sectional title without community support. Thank you to the Board of Education and the administrative team, with a special thank you to Mr. Seglia, Julie Iannello for getting us buses and actually putting up with me on a daily basis, Joe Dranoff, our maintenance crew, Angelo, Carl, and Glenn, my coaches, Brian Accavelli, Nick DeSanta, Brian Pinto, and Carl Fazio. Our fans, students came out and supported us at every game, especially playoff games. The Village Fire Department, what a great celebration that was after the sectional title. And last but not least, our parents. It is extremely hard to win a sectional title. This group was lucky enough and good enough to win back-to-back sectional titles, an amazing accomplishment. This year, in my opinion, it was even more difficult. We lost 5 players to graduation and transfers. We had to win in a double elimination format, which was new. So normally you have to win 3 or 4 playoff games. This group won 5 playoff games without losing a game. Amazing. Those playoff wins included Irvington, Putnam Valley, Bronxville, and Westlake twice, including a walk-off 3-2 victory in 8 innings to win the sectional title. The back-to-back sectional titles are the first in program history. Unfortunately, we did lose in the next round of the state tournament to Spack and Kill, who actually won the state tournament. So, a great game that was against the state champs. And last but not least, I need to thank all these gentlemen up here. They put in a ton of work in the off season. They go to hitting coaches, they play all summer, they come to open gyms at 6 a.m. Those are things that people don't know about, and that's how you win a sectional title. So what's most impressive is everyone here in front of you displayed great confidence. Not one of them didn't think we would be back there, and that means a whole lot to me. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Congratulations. So we're still moving on to spring here. We had 4 league champions and 2 section championships in our spring, so it's very busy. Our next league championship team, I'd like to invite Coach Sable and Coach Bika and Coach DeBellis and the Varsity Boys Lacrosse team.
Good evening, everybody. So this group standing in front of you was an incredibly impressive group. So this program's been around for 11, 12 years at this point, and they did something that no program has done as long as we've been here. Every single year, I open up the year talking about our mantra, which is about hold the rope. Which basically means that everybody on our team is responsible for holding up their end, and if we need something, they're going to step up. And this year is a perfect example of that. We had a ton of adversity, especially in the beginning half of the year, and then as we were going into sectionals, when we had some injuries and had some absences, everybody was willing to step up. And we had kids from 8th grade all the way to 12th grade stepping up, doing their part. And we were able to finish up the year, finish up the regular season, going into a 10-game win streak, which clinched our league. And it gave us the number 4 seed in sectionals, which also led to the first time in program history that we hosted a section game. And that's all on the hard work that these kids were willing to do. I'm extremely happy and impressed with everything that they were willing to do this year, and I'm looking forward to what we're doing coming back next year. So congratulations, guys. I want to thank all the administration, all the parents, my coaching staff, and especially the players for all the support throughout the year. Thank you.
And our final spring champion, but certainly not the least, I'd like to invite Coach Dodona and Coach Regan and the varsity girls lacrosse team. And we have track after this, they're not the last one.
We would like to thank everyone for coming tonight, and we'll be speaking about the accomplishments of this team. From the beginning of the season, this team had many obstacles to overcome. Coach Dodona and I were first-time varsity head coaches. 14 of our 21 team members are underclassmen, and some of the girls had never even played lacrosse before. Even knowing all this, we were still able to achieve many team goals. The girls came together each and every day to prove to us that they wanted to be there and win as a team.
We started out our season 0-6 against strong opponents, but the team didn't get discouraged. Once we started playing our league games, we were on a winning streak. It became evident there was a chance to win the league title. Their dedication and hard work allowed us to end our season 9-7. Our 13-8 win against Haldane secured us the 2022 League Championship title for the first time ever in program history. We moved on to the Section 1 Class D playoffs, holding the 8th seed. The team took on seed number 9, Dobbs Ferry. Although we fell short and did not move off in the playoffs, it was one of the best games we played all season. We are super proud of the accomplishments this team made during the 2022 spring season and are looking forward to the future of Rhinebeck girls lacrosse.
And now the last league championship team from the spring. I'd like to invite Coach Scalise and Suhu and the girls track and field team, as well as Jaden Snow.
All right, so I'm Coach Scalise, this is Coach Sue, and Coach Golden is doing the camera work in the booth right now. So this girls track and field team has done something this season that has never been done before. Beat Bronxville for the league title. Our girls team has only won the league one other time in our program's history, back in 1990, and Bronxville wasn't in the league back then. This season felt different from the start. This was the biggest girls team we've had in my 6 years, which was exciting since we only had a handful of girls the first year. Even with the increase in numbers, I was still nervous going into the season, but eager to see what we would do. We have a lot of talent, from freshmen to seniors. They have broken school records and qualified for meets with some of the best in Section 1 and the state. This win was truly a team win. Every girl played an integral role in our team's success, and it would not have been possible without all of their hard work. Bronxville girls are known as a dynasty, known all around the state and even the country for their formidable team. So to beat their streak of over 50 years of league champions is incredible. So congratulations to the Rhinebeck girls spring track and field team on their league championship title.
Okay, and something to just say about Jaden Snow. So this spring, Jaden has been trying to perfect his craft in the pentathlon. For those of you that don't know what the pentathlon is, it's a series of 5 different track and field events that accumulates to each athlete's individual score. It's a combination of long jump, shot put, high jump, hurdles, and a 1,500-meter run. Jaden has been working hard all season this past season to perfect his craft in all 5 different events, and that led to him winning our league championship. He came second in our county meet and winning our sectional meet as well. He also went to compete at our state qualifier meet, and he came in a very, very close second place. So let's give Jaden and our girls a round of applause.
Thank you, coaches, and congratulations to the athletes and their teams. The next award is the Panther Pride Award. The Panther Pride Award is given to the student athlete who embodies Rhinebeck's spirit and values, is in good academic standing, and active in giving back to their community. They are a positive influence on their peers and teammates while demonstrating school spirit and a true sense of Rhinebeck pride. The winner of the Panther Pride Award also receives a generous scholarship from the King family. This year's recipient of the Panther Pride Award is Caitlin K-Rod Rodriguez. For those who don't know, the King family had student athletes themselves come through the program. Diana King, who's in our Athletic Hall of Fame, was a standout softball and tennis player, and Danny King was a member of our tennis team. They were very appreciative and thankful what the Rhinebeck Schools and Athletic Program did for their students, for their children, and they have been giving back for 5 years now, a scholarship to the Panther Pride Award. Up next are all state, all section honorable mention, and all league recipients. Please come up when your name is called. First are all state selection from cross country, Joe Lavelle. Our all section recipients from field hockey, Clara Finkenberg. From boys soccer, Matt Pereira. Girls soccer, Angeline Medina. From our cross-country team, Joe Lavelle. From winter track, Linus Ringstad, Benjamin Taffet, Micah Taffet, and Joe Lavelle. And from boys bowling, all section, Griffin Anderson. From the spring season, our baseball team, Sam Dalsmer and Evan Janowitz. From softball, Katie Blanche and Carissa Peccia. From boys lacrosse, Ronan West and Luke West. And from girls golf, Chelsea Wang. And our all-section honorable mention recipients from boys soccer, Henry Robertson. From girls soccer, Sky Spencer. From our softball team, Evelyn Picone and Shelby Prizer. And from girls lacrosse, Caitlin Rodriguez. And now our all-league recipients from field hockey, Clara Finkenberg, Bella Fossilino, Lil Schaub, Abby Victory. From boys soccer, Stefan Thews, Matt Pereira, and Henry Robertson. Our girls tennis all-league selections, Katie Littman, Abigail Heaton, Amadia Tatungus, Lily Peterson, Olivia Tobin, and Dylan White. Our girls soccer all-league selections, Sophia Caparelli, Alexis Friedman, Angeline Medina, and Sky Spencer. Our cross-country all-league, Phoebe Carmel, Joe Lavelle, Linus Ringstad, Anara Shubi Barola, Benjamin Taffet, and Micah Taffet. And from the football team, all league selections, Dimitri Hilton, Joey Pulcino, Jake Ledun, Santiago Barajas, Russell Foster. From our volleyball team, Julia Flood. From our winter track team, Maëlle Aubry, Hane Dumasson, Abigail Holtman, Linus Ringstad, Benjamin Taffet, Amadia Tatungus, Elias Alradi, Alex and Max Borland, Megan Fox, Joe Lavelle, Armandine Lebetre, Liam Saltis, Micah Taffet, Camilla Anderson, Phoebe Carmel, and Anara Shubi Barola. From our boys basketball program, all league selections, Ryan Cantu, RJ Hutt, Luke West. From our women's basketball program, Sophia Caparelli, Carissa Peccia, and Caitlin Rodriguez. All league bowling, Griffin Anderson. And from our boys swimming and diving, Ethan Joe. Our spring track all league, Elias Alradi, Camilla Anderson, Mirabelle Brown, Amadia Tatungus, Hane Dumasson, Phoebe Carmel, Abby Holtman, Ayla Fellenstein, Anara Barola, Max Borland, Alex Borland, Colin Stone, Joe Lavelle, Nate Danone, Nathan Stilberg, and Jaden Snow. From our boys lacrosse program, Michael Beha, Matthew Pereira, Jake Reese, Owen Reese, Ronan West, Luke West, Zephy Zinger. And our baseball all-league selections, Sam Dalsimer, Jake Ledun, Evan Janowitz, Davey Ryan, our softball all-leagues, Katie Blanche, Carissa Peccia, Evelyn Picone, Shelby Prizer, Olivia Tobin, Katie Littman, and Ariana Hammer. From boys golf, David Golden McCarthy, and women's golf, Chelsea Wang. All league selections from boys tennis, Spencer Elliott, Andrew Souza, Matthew Steves, Ryan Schruder, and William White. Our girls lacrosse all league recipients, Caitlin Rodriguez, Sophia Caparelli, Abigail Victory, Kaylee Nason, Sophia Muller, Riley Donat, Congratulations to our all-state, all-section honorable mention, and all league selections from the 21-22 school year. Now, I held to thank you for this part of the program for the Booster Club. The Booster Club has been an instrumental organization in supporting all of our programs, helping support evenings like tonight, but individual initiatives for teams and for our athletes as well. Before giving out our senior athlete awards and our Booster Club senior blankets with a sponsor and their scholarship, I'd like to thank the Booster Club president, Allison Heaton, and all of her officers, as well as all of the membership for all your commitment, hours of volunteerism, and dedication to our athletes and athletic program. Now I'd like to invite President Allison Heaton, officers Jocelyn Donat, Patrick West, and Cindy Fosolino to help with the senior awards. Please come up.
Good evening. I am thrilled on behalf of the Booster Club to announce the Senior Athlete Awards. It's a fantastically long list, so hopefully we get the applause going all the way through. Naomi Acosta, Mayel Aubrey, Charlie Blanche, Kalima Bogan, Katrina Boswell, Ryan Cantu, Sophia Caparelli, Stephanie Ciardello, Madison Cole, Allison Cooper, Shay Cunningham, Connor Cure, Christian DeCuna, Sam Dulcimer, Hane Damusson, Mariana DeFeo, Chase De La Rosa, Nathan Denomi, Jack Edwards, Sebastian Esquiva, Julia Flood, Kyle Francavella, Emily Guzman, Abigail Heaton, Abby Holtman, Dimitri Hilton, William Johansson, Maya Julian, Benjamin King, Joey Leone, Danielle Lindo, Katie Lippman, Matthew Lord, Jacqueline Lynch, Chantal Marino, Luke Murphy, James Paul, Carissa Pecchia, Matt Pereira, Lily Peterson, Evelyn Picone, Joey Pelcino, Antonio Reyes, Francesca Renda, Diana Reyes, Emilio Reza, Cole Richards, Linus Ringstad, Henry Robertson, Caitlin Rodriguez, Kira Ronan, Daniel Rossi, Daniela Schneider, Mark Seamer, Benjamin Taffet, Diana Teodorescu, Stefan Thews, Luis Tito, Amadia Tutongas, Timothy Wang, Jacob Weisman, and Emma Young. Congratulations to all.
Stay close, stay local. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Jocelyn Donat for the Booster Club scholarships.
Thank you, Mr. Seglia. So it's my privilege to announce the varsity athletes we'd like to acknowledge on behalf of the Booster Club who've distinguished themselves not only as athletes but as leaders amongst their peers. They've applied, their applications have been reviewed amongst many through a panel, and the following are this year's recipients of the Booster Club's scholarships. First, Olivia Offorth. Sophia Caparelli. Please. Mariana DeFeo. and Joey Piccino. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize the Lou Intervallo Scholarship winner that was awarded at the Senior Awards ceremony a couple of weeks ago to Carissa Peccio. We just wanted to acknowledge. Congratulations to all our winners this evening. And I will pass it back to Joe. Thank you.
For those, to clarify, the Booster Club funds all of the senior blankets. So it's extremely generous donation to the athletic program. And now we have Allison, please come up here. We have, and Cindy, please come up. We have an outgoing president, Allison Heen. So I'd like to thank you for all of your time and energy and helping with the Booster Club as our president. And I'd also like to present a gift of thanks to the officers, Cindy Fossilino, Patrick West, and Jocelyn Donat. You get all the names, so you're welcome. Something tells me that's going to go to Story for some bonus points tonight. Again, thank you to the Booster Club and all your generosity. Next, I'd like to invite Coach Brian Accavelli to present the evening's next award.
First, I'd like to congratulate all the athletes here tonight on all their accomplishments and the seasons this year. Very well done. Now I have the honor of presenting the Outstanding Athlete Award. The Outstanding Athlete Award is awarded to a male and female athlete who performed at an outstanding level in their playing careers in their respective sport or sports. This year's recipients are Matt Pereira and Carissa Peccio.
Before our final award of the evenings, I'd like to take a minute to thank Miss Julie Iannello, who is the Wizard of Oz of our athletic program. Without Julie, this event doesn't happen. Pretty much no games get played, officials don't show up, buses don't show up, uniforms don't get issued. I probably shouldn't say too much more. You'll ask, what do I do? But without Julie, we really are, we're nothing that we are. All the championships and individual awards and team awards, they don't happen by accident. It's hard work by our athletes, but a lot of the strings being pulled behind the scenes. So Julie Iannello, please come on up. Thank you so much for all you do for Rhinebeck. And I'll say the program begins, Julie starts building this program in February. So it's a Herculean task, and her office becomes a storage unit of awards and prizes. So we like when our teams are successful because that means we can't see over the stacks of plaques. All right. A special guest that we have in attendance tonight is sitting in the front row with some family members. His name is Mr. Mike LaManna. Mike is here to present our final award, which is our Old Timers Award, which is the most prestigious award we issue every year at Rhinebeck at our sports award ceremony. Mike was a three-sport standout athlete and is a member of our soccer, basketball, and baseball teams at Rhinebeck. Over a 3-year period, Mike's soccer teams had a 34-2 record, capturing the Class D championship his junior and senior year. He earned all conference honors as a right halfback. He served as captain of the basketball team, averaging 22.4 points per game, and earned all league and all county honorable mention honors. On the diamond, Mike was a force on the mound, earning all league and posting a 6-1 record his senior year. He went on to be a two-sport athlete at Western New England College, where he earned his Bachelor of Business. In 1975, his soccer team captured the regional championship and advanced to the NAIA Final Four. The magical season led to the induction of Mike and his teammates into the Western New England Athletic Hall of Fame. Following graduation, he went on to a successful career in sales at DHL Express Worldwide and Purelator International. While at DHL, he was awarded the prestigious Sales Champion Award, becoming one of only 2 people awarded this sales achievement in the United States. The Sales Championship Award goes to the top 50 salespeople from a sales force of over 6,000 people worldwide. Mike retired in 2019. Mike will be married 36 years to fellow Rhinebeck alum Mary Lyons, sitting next to him, class of 1973, who is here with us tonight. They have 2 sons, Michael and Jeffrey, and they live in South Salem. In his free time, Mike enjoys golfing, hunting, fishing, and traveling with his family. Also in attendance tonight is his sister Linda, class of 1988. A side note, Mike's older brother Frank, Rhinebeck class of 1970, was also an Old Timer Award recipient his senior year. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the 1972 Old Timers winner, Mr. Michael Lamanna.
Very impressive to see all the winners tonight and team awards as well as the individual awards. I'd like to thank Joe Seglia for inviting me to announce the Old Timers Award. It's a great honor for me to receive the award exactly 50 years ago today. Not today, but in 1972. I know a lot's changed as I drove up to the school. My last basketball game was in a gym where your library is today. So we didn't have this beautiful athletic center out here. The first year of the Old Timers Award was in 1957. The award is for an outstanding record in athletics, leadership, citizenship, and scholarship. The award was initially given to a male student from Amerenik High School and a male student from Rhinebeck. But many years later, that was changed, and rightly so, to include women as well. As Joe said, my older brother Frank won the award in 1970, and my parents hung these plaques in our den at our house in Mamaroneck on Du Bois Avenue. And coming home for many years, whether it was from college or with my existing family, when I went in that den, I looked at that award and it brought back a lot of great memories here at Rhinebeck, especially the friendships that were formed during high school, and some of these friendships have endured over time. This award would not have been possible if it wasn't for the great teammates and coaches I had. We enjoyed many great victories and championships together. I had great coaches, Alan Zimmerman in soccer, Alan Hupschman in basketball, and Phil Kuzma in baseball. My basketball coach, Alan Hutchman, had the greatest impact on me. After we won the league championship and going to the finals at Westchester County Center in 1971, we lost more than half the team to graduation. He made me captain of the team for the 71-72 season. He believed in me, and I will always be grateful to him. I learned a lot from him in becoming a leader, and he always was teaching you on and off the court, not just about basketball, but what was ahead of you in life. As athletes, we don't participate in different sports to win awards. Our focus has always been to play our best and together to win the game. It's very competitive and rewarding. Athletics builds character, leadership, and teamwork. It's the definition of the Old Timers Award. I believe sports helps you become a leader in life. Competition teaches you to become a better person, whether it's in business or your personal life. Winning is a result of coming together for a common goal, and life works the same way. Your losses or failures makes you work harder. I will forever be grateful that my efforts were recognized. I've been fortunate to have a wonderful family and friends. And as Joe said, my wife Mary is here. We'll be married 37 years this July. and a 1973 graduate. So for all the seniors out there, male and female, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, when you go to college, you never know. That could be your wife or husband someday. We have two wonderful sons, Michael and Jeffrey. Michael and his beautiful wife, Hannah, will be welcoming their first child and our first grandchild in September. My older brother, Frank, wasn't able to make it. I've always looked up to him, even though I need to straighten him out on his political views. My younger sister, Linda, who was a 1988 graduate of Rhinebeck, and her husband, Robert Talt, live in Rye, and they have two wonderful children. My younger brother, Danny, was a 1983 graduate of Rhinebeck. He was not able to make it either. So as far as the Lamanna family, we're all in for Rhinebeck. Once again, Joe, thank you for inviting me, and I'm honored to be able to announce the winners for this year's Old Timers Award. The 2022 Old Timers Award for female goes to Evelyn Picone. The 2022 Old Timers Award for the male student goes to Ben Taffet.
And an appreciation for Mike to come back and his family to come back. We have some gifts for him. So he graduated quite some time ago. We have your senior blanket to give you and some shirts and stuff for you and the family. So Mike, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you giving the award. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 69th edition of our Varsity Sports Awards ceremony. Again, athletes and teams and coaches, you have the media screen to take pictures and photo opportunities, also with family and friends. I'd like to thank you all for coming and congratulations on your awards this evening. Have a wonderful summer and congratulations to our graduating seniors. Give them those five. Get them back to me, yeah. I told